you want to stop sharing so I
Yeah.
can show you? It's not a hard thing. It's easy, actually. It's pretty easy. It just, and it's not one that you should be, I think you should actually put it in place for the MVP because it just makes the most sense. It's the same amount of work, to be honest, as if you weren't doing it that way.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and share my screen.
And let me tell you what I think. Let me tell you what I think is going to happen first. They create an account and they're going to choose the number of players, and that's going to send a message to SQL to the database to effectively keep that imprint, right?
It's simpler than that. So think
Oh,
of it
okay.
like this. Anyone, regardless of parent or player, right? Assuming a parent signs up, you need like a column in your SQL user database where you already have one probably called email, okay? Like right here. You need to create another one called Stripe Customer ID, which what this does, because you can't pass an email to this plan picker, because if you pass the email of the parent, obviously it says, okay, this parent is paying, he can get access to anything he wants. But if if the player logs in, you pass the email of the player to the plan picker, we're like, oh, I can't find a subscription for this player, so obviously they're not paying and they can't access anything. That's the problem, right? You want the player of that parent to be able to access all these videos because the parent already paid for it.
Yes.
So because of that, that's why we have this feature called email versus the customer ID. So all the parent and all the players have this common ID called the customer ID. This is the customer ID that's paying for that account altogether. So instead of passing the email, the user goes to the WordPress site, they sign up through your Anytime app. Once they sign up, this customer ID column you have in your SQL would be empty. They don't have it, right? Because they haven't subscribed yet, obviously. So the plan picker, if you don't pass any customer ID to the plan picker, it knows automatically that, okay, this user is not subscribed.
So let me cut you off to be really dumb. So even though they have access to the app, they don't have a customer ID yet.
Exactly, because they're not a customer yet.
Perfect.
They are a free user, right? Once they go through this purchase, they make the purchase here and done, either through the Stripe webhook or events that we give you right after they confirm the payment. That customer ID is now generated inside of Stripe. Then you save it into your SQL under that parent and under every player they invite.
And so now I understand the concept, but the way I have it set up now, and then you tell me, they say, all right, I'm going to pay $49.98 for the year. That gets me one player, and I'm going to pay $14.95 additional, and that gets me another player. How do you translate that work to what you're just saying? So you're saying there's going to be one customer ID with two logins, effectively?
So whoever in the account, under that account, so just say parent and child, right? Whoever has that customer ID could access the billing. They could access all the videos because they counted as paid.
Okay? Yeah, so like, let me give you another example. Like, eventually we'll be able to do it with coaches, and he'll be able to have like 10 players. All those players will be under that coach's customer ID.
Yeah, actually, I have another, besides this problem, the problem of having to invite more players has to be handled differently. Let me go here and show you, because we actually have one right here. That's the portal, but kind of works similarly. In this case, the portal, the person purchased 5 users. Imagine users are players.
Yes.
Okay. So if I have already invited 5 players to my account and I want to add another one, you shouldn't let them invite another one until they go to the portal and update this to like, okay, 6, 7, 8, 9, and confirm this and now pay for it. Now you can let them invite up to 11 users, right?
Because they already pay for it.
Exactly. So you don't even let the player have an account, they be invited to the account until the parent has added enough players under that account that they can invite more. That's how you handle that use case, right? But once the player is invited, all you have to do is to make sure the parent's customer ID is carried on to each player, so that the player logs in, they can actually view any of the information they have on their account.
So that makes sense. Okay, so you don't even worry at the moment about them choosing additional players at the point of checkout, but when they go to that customer portal, they can add players there.
You could do that you should do that on the checkout too. So when they do go on the plan, I just don't have the examples pulled up, but when they come here to checkout, we do have the option where you can say, okay, I'm purchasing like one player, and it's like $100 a month, and I can say update and make it like 10 or 20 or whatever I want. And then they can also update the number in the portal as well after the fact.
That's brilliant. All right, man. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So then you're good then.
Trust me, every single day, we see the same exact use case over and over. It should be really easy. Just tell your developer to like contact us on that bubble, intercom bubble, and we'll help.
Okay.
Set it up.
Everything is clear to me. That's enough. I give them North Star. But now, if I go to my slides and I tell the developers the pages they're going to need per se, it's the app, sign in, the dashboard, the payment picker. Don't even worry about the order. It's the checkout. What do you call the equivalent of when you hit pay and you got to enter your credit card? What do you call that?
Checkout form.
All right, the checkout form, and you're going to need the customer portal.
Yeah. So in a Billflow terminology, they have to worry about, they need 2 billing pages, one a plan picker and one a portal.
Show me the plan. I know the plan picker.
I'll show you. So, and again, this is pretty much up to how you want to do it. But if you want to have the plan picker show up in any of the other pages, not just the billing page, then make a billing page called like how I have it here on my dashboard. Let me show you. You see how here I have multiple billing pages here. This is my demo account. Okay. So like I have a plan picker and I have a customer portal, right? So my plan picker, you can put the plan picker anywhere you want in the places you want the user to upgrade their plan, and you can put the customer portal in a page called like how we use it ourselves, like a page called account. And this is where the portal would be, and portal would also become the plan picker if there is no subscription yet. So it'll act the same way as the plan picker until they pay.
Okay, so I got it, and before my head explodes, let me get this down, send it to them. It'll be about a month or so before, but this sounds so easy that I might get them to do it earlier. But man, this sounds so easy.
Well, to be honest with you, you don't have to actually subscribe to us until you go live. Let's say in a month or two, whenever you're ready for it. So what I would suggest is, you already have an account, or you don't yet?
I have an account.
Just get that account to your developer, get them to work with us to get this implemented, and whenever you're ready, you just launch it and subscribe then. So you don't have to actually worry about that until you're ready to go live.
Okay, perfect then. Well, hey man, thank you so much, and you'll see them chatting with you.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, take care.
Glad it was helpful.
Thank you.
By the way, I love soccer. I've been a player myself. So
really? Where are you from?
Originally from Iran, Persian. So, but I played in East Coast in like DC, some high school, some college, and some leagues. Yeah.
So the short version is, I'm what you call a parent trainer, and I'm creating a system to help parents help their kids.
Yeah.
Without driving them crazy.
Wow.
That's hard. That's really hard to do.
You doing the videos yourself?
No, I give them the script. We do it locally, but I have people who play soccer to do the videos, and I'll send you a sample.
Wow.
But what makes it, and you're going to see eventually, there are a lot of parents who want to help their kids, but they just go overboard. And I'm trying to create a system. I'm trying to help them create a system where you can set up routines, but it's not overbearing. And that starts with a little bit of play, a little bit of practice, and then rewards, but the rewards will be things like fun games you can play with your parent or the other kids, like 1v1, that kind of stuff. And then there's going to be rewards in the application. It's very easy to do for this. So you'll see, man. And then I got a lot coming. It's going to be a lot, but I just haven't. As I was getting my thoughts together, it was one of those things. I made so many mistakes in the haste of getting things done. I went ahead and got the application because I know what I want to do long term. But I should have done everything in WordPress first.
Yeah, but that's fine. I mean, you already done it, but that's true. Just getting first get the people to